What a childhood meal you loved as a kid, but find disgusting as an adult. Sugar water. Sugar. Dissolved in water. When I was home alone in the summer I would microwave a piece of white bread with a Kraft single on top. Not about that life anymore. I used to eat cheese with sandwiches for lunch all the time as a young kid, since we could afford it. After years of it, I came to hate it, and I can't stand it. Gogurt. I loved the bright blue colored ones, they weren't even fruit flavored, and were called something like Paradise Punch. It was just a thick sugar, flavor, and milk mix. Kid cuisine. Soggy fries and spongy nugs. Classic, but also kind of gross. My grandmother used to make me peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. I honestly don't know if they are disgusting now. I can't imagine actually eating one. Not a meal per se, but Sunny D, it's so sweet I feel like I'm going to die. Salad sandwiches, peanut butter, lettuce, and Miracle Whip on white bread. My brothers and I ate them like crazy as kids. Vienna sausage. I feel nauseous thinking about it, but I'll always K with egg and rice. F***king kid cuisines 5 yomi. Wow, this is delicious. 20 yomi, making one for my nieces. Wow, this all looks terrible, I am so sorry. Ramen made by my mom. I love ramen, but the way my mom makes it is, overcook the noodles, drain all the water, add a ton of butter. Then it's just a greasy soggy mess. My favorite meal was something my mom called tuna fish casserole. As an adult I discovered it was a can of tuna mixed with cream of mushroom soup with potato chips on top. Not food, but Mondo drinks. I remember chugging those things down 2 at a time. I found some in a grocery store last year and bought it for nostalgia's sake. Immediately felt like I was going to get diabetes. I don't know if they changed the ingredients over the years or my tastes are just different, but it was absolutely terrible. Hungry Man TV dinners. King loved them as a kid. I was also a husky child, so I would have 2 at a time. I just had one recently, and boy are they not great. Not a meal, but frosting. As a kid I'd try to get the cake piece or cupcake with the most frosting, and lick it all off. Yum. Now as an adult, when I get those cupcakes with this big swirl of frosting on it like soft serve ice cream, I can't stand them. I scrape about 90% of that stuff off. And frosting flowers? No. Used to love them. Trix cereal. Those king kids were right. Trix are for kids. I used to eat spaghetti with Italian dressing on it. Maybe it actually is still good, but for some reason it now seems nasty. Butter. As a child I would take huge bites out of the butter stick. The thought of it horrifies me now, but as a kid I loved it. Edit. Glad I'm not alone. Still disgusting though. Bologna and ketchup sandwiches. White bread. Room temperature. When I was younger I used to love protein bars. No idea why. Had one yesterday, and it tasted like a sand brick. What all we used to do was take bread, layer on margarine, then sprinkle a coating of sugar on top. Sweet, but holy hell I cringe to think I used to demand that every day. When I was young I mixed a whole jar of peanut butter and a bag of chocolate chips. I was incredibly sick afterwards, but that didn't stop me from doing it again and again. Edit. Okay, this blew up. I did this 2 or 3 times when I was 6 to 8 years old. It was not a regular thing. My parents were not happy with me, and it was the reason they stopped buying chocolate chips. The worst occasion was during a friend's sleepover. I projectile vomited in their bathroom and was not invited back. No, I was not a fat child and my parents are not overweight. I was just a stupid kid who hadn't learned portion control yet. These incidents happened when babysitters were not paying attention to me. Adult me loves puppy chow, and while I don't eat peanut butter out of the jar with chocolate chips anymore, I eat peanut butter cups and any good chocolate peanut butter combo. I may be trying some of the suggestions on here, they sound yummy. Edit 2. Puppy chow is a mixture of peanut butter, chocolate, and butter melted and combined with Chex cereal asterisk. Then you toss it in powdered sugar. I may be called something else in other locations, but where I grew up it was called puppy chow because it looked like dog food. Starburst candy. Not so much the taste, I can still enjoy them today. As a child I would unwrap each Starburst individually. Then, I would put all 12 in my hand and squeeze them together. Once I created my Starburst ball I would eat it like an apple. I lived for pizza Lunchables, but now the idea of eating cold shredded cheese and rubbery pepperoni on a sad little biscuit sounds awful. Edit. Everyone's saying you're supposed to microwave them, but my mom only bought them for me when she was too stressed at work to deal with packing my lunch, and my school didn't have microwaves for us to use, so I wouldn't know about that. Also, taco Lunchables were brought up, which were my second favorite Lunchables option, and I had completely forgotten about those ones. But not a single one of you better try to tell me that those are still good, because that meat packet was questionable AF. Kid cuisine. Had it once a week for most of my childhood, and now I get sick just thinking of those chicken nuggets. Hot dogs. Frozen pot pies. I'm talking about the cheap ones in the little tin bowls, not the fancy ones in the green box. When my dad went out of town, my mom would let us pick our own dinner for the night, and that's what we would get every time. We were spoiled as kids whose mom made amazing home cooked meals every night, so the thought of the crappiest food we could find was so exciting to us. Either that or it was the rush we would get from the sodium blasting through our systems. We would even have competitors to see who had the most fake chicken chunks versus Vegas. Breast milk. As a child I used to make what I deemed super sandwiches. I would make sandwiches with peanut butter, jelly, mayo, ketchup, mustard, ham, pickles, cheese, chocolate sauce, literally whatever I could find in the fridge. I was too young to really remember it, but I guess I would pound those sandwiches every day. At least I wasn't a picky eater. Till I have the palate of a child, lol. So many things here still sound tasty to me. However, if there's one thing I know I've outgrown, it's cheese sandwiches. Not grilled cheese sandwiches, mind you. Those things are amazing. I'm talking about something elementary school me called a cheese sandwich, white bread, mayo, ketchup, and a slice of American cheese. Little me loved those things, but now I can't imagine how I could stomach them. Older person here. For me, it would be a bowl of honeycomb cereal. I can't stand it now, but it's because some years ago they changed the recipe for the cereal. The new formula makes the cereal taste like cardboard, and the texture sucks even more when it gets wet. I would give anything for a bowl of original formula honeycomb cereal. Bologna with American cheese on Wonder Bread. I vacuumed that S***T up as a kid, and I think I would gag if I tried a bite nowadays. Bonus thing I should have found disgusting, but didn't until I was older. From the ages of maybe 3 to 6 I ate individual pieces of bread by first biting off and eating the crust. I was one of those weird kids who loved the crust the most, and then I pulled up the inside with my gross small child hands until it was rolled as perfectly as I could get it. Then I would eat the bowl in about 2 to 3 bites. Ugh, I was a weird kid. Alright, so I'd take an Eggo waffle, microwave that S***T for 20 seconds on a plate, take it out, and smear yummy vanilla yogurt from crust to crust. Then I'd assault this already questionable monstrosity with sprinkles or frozen blueberries and wolf it down like a vacuum. I called them dessert waffles. They were my favorite, and 6-year-old me disgusts myself, but I'd probably eat them again. Make sure to like and subscribe for more daily content. Thanks for watching.